Take a look at this as a pair of ferocious twisters hit in Dallas today. The National Weather Service called the two twisters large and extremely dangerous. And just look at their power, bowling over tractor trailers, lifting several clean off the ground and hurling them through the air. Take a look at that again, and keep in mind these trucks weigh anywhere from 15,000 to 30,000 pounds. Now watch debris fly and power lines go down. Residents ran for cover and roofs were blown right off their homes. Check out this from a storm chaser on the scene as a huge funnel cloud touches down in Forney, Texas, destroying up to 30 homes. And listen to this incredible story of survival. Lindsay Enoch's mother, Sherry, was babysitting Lindsay's 18-month-old son, Lane, and two other children when the twister hit their Diamond Creek subdivision home in Forney. Sherry took the kids into the bathtub and saved her grandson by holding on to his feet as he was almost lifted out of her arms.
She's a hero. She saved his life. She stayed on them and the babies she babysat. She had 3 of them in there. She kept them all alive.
Both grandma and baby are fine, but the house is completely destroyed. Local resident Brandy Kemps filmed one of the tornadoes coming right for her.
Get in the house! To see this in front of your own eyes is like phenomenal. It was phenomenal.
Reporter Brad Watson of our ABC affiliate WFAA shows us some of the severe damage in suburban Arlington.
This is the underside of a camper. Where was the camper? 70 yards down the street. This kind of damage is evident all over the place. However, amazingly, no one injured in this Dallas-Fort Worth suburb.
In one school, students, including these first graders, were ordered to duck and cover. The Dallas-Fort Worth Airport canceled over 400 flights, and more than 100 planes were damaged by the golf ball-size hail that hit during the storm. Janet Davies saw the gathering storm from her plane, sitting on the runway.
The sky was that purple and green and orange you see in the movies. Immediately when we got into the terminal, we were told to go to shelters in the terminal, which are, they're actually, most of them are the restrooms.
It's a scene becoming all too familiar. The tornadoes in Joplin, Missouri killed 153 people almost 1 year ago. And just last month, a series of twisters battered Ohio and Indiana earlier in the season than the region had ever seen before. Though it's hard to know whether the wacky March weather, in which over 7,000 record high temperatures were recorded, has had anything to do with it.
We haven't found really much of a linkage between the warm weather that we saw, especially the warm weather in March, and what we're seeing now. In fact, this part of Texas, Tarrant and Dallas-Fort Worth counties, they experience a couple of these tornadoes every year. And it's not uncommon to see tornadoes, especially in April in this part of Texas.
Unbelievable.
Though they weren't used today, the National Weather Service is testing a new warning system in Kansas, Missouri, and Nebraska, hoping that using frightening language like catastrophic or unsurvivable tornadoes in the warnings will encourage residents to take cover even more quickly. So what do you do if you find yourself in the path of one of these storms? Well, safety experts say stay away from windows, get into a basement if you can, and if you can't, find a ground floor bathroom or closet. Cover yourself with a mattress and wear a helmet if you have one in case of flying debris. They sound simple, but they could be life-saving tips for the start of what some experts say could be a rough season. For Nightline, I'm Sam Champion in New York.